Hey, math teacher bestie, welcome back to the Modern Math Teacher Podcast. It's your girl, Kristen Moore here, and I hope that you are gearing up for a restful Thanksgiving break. I'm just going to go ahead and apologize right now. I do not know what's going on with my audio. It says it's working, but then over here it doesn't. So we're just going to hope this works out for us today, okay? Apologies if it is not up to par per the usual, but life happens, and I'm all about keeping it real, not perfect. So, with that in mind, as we head into December, the holiday excitement is also real, and so are the classroom challenges that come with it. So, today we're going to talk about how to manage classroom energy and behavior during one of the most distracting times of the year. Now, we all know that keeping students focused as we approach winter break is like trying to herd cats or even kittens, okay? Between the excitement of the holidays, the anticipation of the break, the general just energy that's in the air, it is easy for things to get a bit chaotic. But don't worry, I've got your back. We're going to dive into some strategies for managing classroom behavior, keeping your students engaged, and making sure you end the semester on a high note. Plus, I'll be sharing two of those awesome resources from my TPT store, the Champs posters and Champs system, and the social contract. These are game changers when it comes to keeping your classroom positive, focused, and productive during the holiday season. So let's dive in. All right, you guys, let's just face it. Call a spade a spade. The holiday season can make classroom management extra challenging. Students are just like filled with all this excitement and all this energy. There's a lot going on at home and in the community, and it's easy for that energy to spill over into the classroom. So, the good news is that we can take advantage of this if we set clear expectations and create a structured, positive environment for our students. Keeping classroom behavior on track is essential to making sure students are staying engaged and productive, especially in the last few weeks before winter break. And let me tell you, friends, I have been there. In my early teaching days, I learned the hard way that if you don't have systems in place, classroom energy can quickly become classroom chaos. Okay. Uh, but when I started using behavior management tools like Champs and the social contract, I noticed a huge difference. My students are more focused, there were fewer disruptions, and the whole class vibe was just way more positive. So, how do we manage classroom expectations for student behavior during the holiday season without feeling, like the Grinch, right? Here are some tried and true strategies to keep your classroom running smoothly. Number one, set some clear expectations for your students using a framework like CHAMPS. Okay, so the CHAMPS poster and the CHAMPS system are a lifesaver when it comes to setting clear, consistent expectations for student behavior for every activity in your classroom. If you don't know what CHAMPS are, CHAMPS stands for conversation, help, activity, movement, participation, and success. By outlining what is expected for each part of the lesson, each different activity, students know what they should be doing on and what they should be doing on, what they should be doing and working on and engaging with at all times. So, whether you're transitioning from like a group activity to an individual activity or giving instructions for a project or direct instruction for a lesson, the CHAMPS framework keeps everything on track by letting your students know how they should be speaking, how they should be asking for help, what kind of activity they should be doing, how they can move, if they can move, how they should be participating, and what success looks like there. So, if CHAMPS is something you are looking forward to trying, you can go grab those posters in my TPT shop, or you can just like Google Champs and see what you see and see what you love. Okay. I like to have them printed out, displayed prominently in my classroom to reinforce those different expectations. Next up is the social contract. And this is really kind of like the underlying current for your classroom. So, the social contract is another amazing tool for classroom behavior management, especially during high energy times. It is a collaborative document where the class comes together to set rules and expectations about how they'll treat one another and you. What's great about this is that the students really take ownership over this contract, and that makes them more accountable for their behavior. So when things get a little chaotic, hello, December, my friends, you can point to the social contract and remind your students that they agreed to these expectations together to uphold at all times. So that contract is great because it also helps foster a sense of community, which can be so helpful when tensions and energy are running high. I've got three more tips for you guys. Uh, Tip number three, use some brain breaks. Let's be real, my friends. Students need to move, okay? Incorporating short brain breaks throughout the lesson can help release some of that pent up energy and refocus our students. So, whether it's a quick stretch, a holiday themed math riddle, or a 2-minute breathing exercise, brain breaks help your students maintain focus while keeping things light and fun. Okay. You can also always leverage holiday themed lessons. So keep your students engaged by weaving holiday themes into your daily lessons. You can do quick festive activities like estimating the number of lights on a holiday tree or calculating travel distances or using holiday sales to explore percentages and see like how much are you actually saving if you're waiting for this deal. Okay. Making that relevant to the season keeps students focused while allowing them to have a little bit of extra fun. And number five, going back to we need some movement in the classroom. Okay. So sometimes giving your students a little freedom can help curb their restlessness. Maybe try rearranging your room, making it so that they can walk different patterns, offer some flexible seating, whatever it is, so that you can give your students a chance to move around to different workspaces. That's going to get that energy out that they would otherwise use to like get off task. Okay. So get them moving in a healthy and productive way. All right. Now, let me tell you a little bit more about those two resources in case you've decided that those are things that you need to try. So, back to the CHAMPS system and the CHAMPS posters that are in particular in my store. These were designed to help you set clear behavior expectations in your classroom. They outline exactly what your students need to be doing. And for every given activity, they're editable. You can use these posters for every lesson and activity. They're a great visual reminder for your students to stay on track. They're come in every different decor pattern that I have in my TPT store, from neutrals to jewel tones to pastels, brights, black and white, whatever floats your boat. Okay. These are just a great, simple system to put into place. Try it out now, see how it goes until the holiday season, and then kickstart it again in semester two. And the social contract uh, includes a full lesson plan for you and your students to create that social contract together. So it has brainstorming activities for your students to write down their ideas. They can do that collaboratively with a group. You come up with your social contract. You agree that this is how you want to behave together throughout the rest of this season and going into the next semester. So both of those are available in my TPT shop if you are interested, and they are perfect for keeping your classroom structured and positive during this most high energy time of the year. All right, friends, as we head into the last few weeks before winter break, I hope these behavior management strategies will help you keep your classroom calm, focused, and fun. The holiday season can be so challenging for us, but with the right tools, you can turn that holiday energy, allergy, we'll make it a word, into some productive learning for you and your students. Thanks so much for tuning in today, you guys. Until next time, keep engaging your students, keep reinforcing those positive behaviors, and as always, keep it real.